Hello. Today we are going to solve a quadratic equation. X squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. We will do this first by the factoring method. Setting up the factoring method, I want to find two numbers that multiply to -4 and also add to +3. 2 times -2 gives me -4, but their sum does not give me a +3. However, 4 times -1 will give me a -4, and 4 minus 1 will give me 3. So I will have an x plus 4 and an x minus 1 as my two factors that equal 0. When I have two values that multiply to 0, that means one or the other must be 0. So that is x plus 4 equals 0, or x minus 1 equals 0. Solving this, I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. The 4's go away, and I'm left with x equals -4. In this case, if I were to add 1 to both sides, I get x equals 1. So -4 and 1 are solutions to this equation. Another method for solving quadratic equations is the quadratic formula. The general quadratic formula is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. The quadratic formula is x equals -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, where each letter associates with the coefficient in front of each x and the constant. In our case, we will use the quadratic formula to solve the equation for our second method. So to set this up, we have x equals, b in our case is 3, so that's going to be a -3, plus or minus the square root. B again is 3, so that's going to be 3 squared minus 4 times a, which in our case is 1, because if there's no number in front of x, we understand it to be 1. Times, in our case, c is a -4 because it's -4. And this is all over 2 times 1 because a is 1. To combine terms, we get -3 plus or minus the square root of 9 plus 16. It's 9 plus 16 because a negative and negative make it a positive. And then we divide everything by 2. Continuing on, we get -3 plus or minus the square root of 25 divided by 2 again. We then get -3 plus or minus 5 over 2. Now, I said plus or minus, meaning there are two possible outcomes here. The first case is -3 plus 5 over 2. And the second case is -3 minus 5 over 2. Continuing on, we get 2 over 2, which is 1. And in the second case, we get -8 over 2, which is 4, -4. And what we notice here is the solutions from the quadratic formula are the same as the solutions using the factoring method. To check these are solutions, we can plug them back into the original equation. 1 plugged in for every x, we get 1 plus 3, which is 4, minus 4, which is 0. Plugging in -4, I get a 16 minus 12, because this is negative, which gives me 4 for those two terms. Minus a 4 is 0, making these both solutions to this equation.